Alright, hey, what's up? Welcome to Heart of the Soul Dance Company. I'm going to be making this video as the official statement and critique to set the standard for Heart of the Soul Dance Company. I've been seeing a lot of videos lately about breaking down the Madonna Superbowl performance. A lot of the videos are really dramatic, they're far-fetched and unbiblical. Now, I'm going to be keeping in heart those who watch her videos, Madonna's Super Bowl performance. You're grieved, but you don't really understand why. You don't really have the vocabulary to articulate why it is occult and ritualistic in nature. Throughout the video, I'm going to be referencing other videos, other YouTube videos, which are going to be available on my channel and according to different playlists, such as Egyptian artifacts or Madonna's previous Vogue performances. To follow the web links, you'll need to go to www.trainingministry.yourwebsite.com. Click the tab Chicken Scratch to locate the articles and its links. Alright, let's get it started. Alright, let's take a look at the throne that Madonna comes out on. Alright, the back of it is actually the title of her album, MDNA. She recently did an interview with Jay Leno and stated the title is a triple entendre. It is a play on words, and here is how she breaks it down. The DNA of Madonna, shorthand for Madonna, I like to think of it like a license plate, how you would spell her name on a license plate, and the MDMA drug known as ecstasy. Now, she asked Jay Leno if he has ever taken the euphoric drug that gives you a sensation of love. Now, if you've ever tried hallucinogens, which I can testify to, you know that it has trance-like properties, okay? Your heart, mind, and spirit are open to the demonic realm, making it easier for demonic possession and oppression. Now, under this euphoric state of hypnotism, we have a clear reason Madonna's new song is so catchy. It's going to become a whole lot easier to hypnotize what seem to be intelligent people into singing something that doesn't make sense. Y-O-U, Madonna, L-U-V, you wanna. No, I don't wanna. Also, it seems that she has looped the 1980s song, Hey Mickey, You're So Fine, rhythm and melody into her own song. This musical loop becomes a rhythmic chant, a play on words being sung by a woman who is also known as the High Priestess of Entertainment. But let's go deeper. Being that I'm a dancer and this channel is for Christian dancers or sacred arts ministers, I wanted to go over the style of dance that Madonna has introduced. I'm going to talk about why she chose that style and what she is promoting by using that style of dance. Now, Vogue is not just a dance style or a magazine, but a way of life for those heavily involved in the LGBT community. Now, when I mean heavily, I mean the community is your way of life and sometimes family. This is all you know, and it is your identity. So, Madonna knows this, being that she introduced a main Vogue dancer in her video titled, what else? Vogue. Even Janet Jackson admits to frequenting NYC nightclubs to check out the new dance craze. And Madonna did the same thing by hiring a Vogue dancer, Jose Extravaganza, at the New York City nightclub Sound Factory. Now, again, check out the YouTube links that I have. There's a clip of Parker Posey in her movie Party Girl voguing with a house dancer. All right, so you know there's certain poses one does using the arms to create angular shapes and rhythmic patterns. Willie Ninja, who died of AIDS in 2006, is also known as the godfather of Vogue. But see, Vogue really caught on internationally with the underground movie Paris is Burning. Again, check out the YouTube clip. Now, I used to dance at the house dance conferences here in New York City, and everyone can Vogue and still does. The best of the dance world or underground dancing was able to showcase their talent together all in one room. Now, Vogue is a style that really calls for the dancer to not only perform but to act as well. There is much showmanship in Vogue, and it takes practice, much like any other art form. The house dance conferences showcase all types of dance, so Vogue is really exalted in the underground gay ballroom scene. What is the gay ballroom scene? These are major formal competitions that are thrown at clubs or dance halls all over the state. They include men and women who dance for status, popularity, fame, and or money. Men seduce other men with their knowledge of the dance, extracting applause in response to get votes. It is super serious, technical, and a challenging dance style that sends messages of sensuality, sexuality, lust, and desire. For men, it is extremely effeminate, and usually the dancer finds themselves sashaying, posing, and strutting the floor with a haughty and pride-filled demeanor. After all, the dancer is representing the best house. Houses. These are composed of the best dancers, which in turn resemble a family-knit bond. Houses are often named after famous fashion designers of the family's choice or liking. The mother of the house can be a man, and he is the head of the house, because like a family unit, he obtains the most power of influence. You have, to name a few, the house of Mizrahi, the house of Prodigy, the house of Omni, the house of Legacy, the house of La Beja, and the house of Ninja. The term legendary, when referring to a house, means they have been serving, that is, walking or competing on the runway for 20 plus years. You also have slang or terminology that only those who served and or judges would know. For instance, you have shade. To chop. A judge chops a dancer who is not performing well. You have work. This is to, the audience is asking the Vogue dancer to work. Or if a Vogue dancer is dancing very well, then the dancer is working. You have the term life. A Vogue dancer who is dancing really well, he is giving the audience life. You have face. Someone who gives good face means somebody is posing well. Their profile structure is nice and well received. I like to think of it like Zoolander, the movie Zoolander with Ben Stiller, when Ben Stiller is constantly posing with his lips pursed, that he's giving face. And then finally you have the term slay. A Vogue dancer who is dancing to their uttermost perfection. He is slaying the dance. Now, often the audience witnessing the performance will cheer for the best dancer by calling he or she derogatory names like cunt or bitch. Members of the house are called children, and they can at times go through great lengths to show their loyalty to their house mother, father, and family. In other words, Madonna didn't merely choose a style of dance because it's cool, and those that are interpreting Madonna's performance can't merely wave away the style of dance that she's doing. Vogue has a backbone, a history, a community, a culture, and a story that she is promoting. Now, there are different styles of Vogue. Old to new school, dramatics, and or soft and femme. Now, I want to talk about old and new school because that is a style Madonna chose to exploit. Wikipedia states, quote, Old Way is characterized by the formation of lines, symmetry, and precision in the execution of formations. Egyptian hieroglyphs, and fashion poses serve as the original inspirations for Old Way. New Way is more rigid, involving clicks, wrist illusions, which are known as tutting. Check out the YouTube videos under tutting, Old and New Way Vogue. Now, not everyone who vogues or who uses the Vogue terminology is gay, but given the historical context of where it started, Madonna is calling upon its history to convey the homosexual and oft political agenda. This is the agenda she has started her ritual with, and I will tell you by which platform she's using to convey this agenda. But a quick note, speaking of houses, My FD blog writes in an article titled Madonna's Super Bowl Performance in Givenchy. The spectacular show opened with Roman-like soldiers parading through the stadium, dragging the Queen of Pop on a golden throne, which was perched on top of a float in Egyptian fashion, to the supremely lit upstage. Or maybe a more appropriate reference might be to call it the Madonna Empire. However, with costumes designed by the glamorous House of Givenchy, you can be certain the performance was show-stopping. End quote. Okay, so the clothes Madonna was wearing isn't any ordinary ensemble picked at the last minute. From the rehearsals to the mic check to the colors and the lighting, everything was well thought out and staged for a reason. Givenchy himself is a flamboyant gay man. So, the rest of the article is very interesting in description of the performance, because it gives another view of what someone saw who doesn't have, again, the vocabulary or the articulation to truly describe what was happening on stage. Now, I have some pictures of the outfits that Givenchy had in mind for Madonna. And I also want to put up some pictures of the Egyptian goddesses, Isis, the Egyptian falcon, Horus, and another goddess that I'm going to be talking about. In our next video, I'm going to be talking about the stage that Madonna is propagating her message. So please stay tuned.